All right, this is April, also known as Grandmama. This is Grandma, also known as April. Today I want to continue the lesson on the HNIC. The HNIC. He's still the HNIC. In case you don't know who I'm talking about Yahweh. Okay? So this is I'm reading in Ezekiel 38, and the title is the Lord's great victory over the nations. Okay, so the current events that's going on over in Israel, this is how it's going to play out. In order for us to regather back in the Holy Land, the land has to be desolate, inhabited by jackals. No one will be living over there when we go back. Okay? So when he gathered the 12 tribes, again, no one will be on that land. Okay? The land is going to be cleared out, uninhabited. Okay. So once we get over there, we're going to be having such an awesome time. We're going to be celebrating the holy days and just living a good life. Okay? So, drum roll. This is how it's going to play out. Okay. The word of this is Ezekiel 38. Okay. The word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, set your face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief priests of Meshech and Tubal. Prophesy against them and say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Gog. Let me put a pin right there. Gog is actually what they say is Russia. All of these lands that I mentioned, they're going to be Turkey, Iran, Ethiopia, Libya. Yeah, for the most part, it's just going to be a large group of nations that are going to say like, hey, they over there having a good time and we over here suffering, and they don't have any great walls of defense. Let's go and wipe them off the face of the earth. This is how it's going to go down. Okay, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Gog, chief priest of Meshech and Tubal. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army, your horses, your horsemen fully armed, and a great horde with large and small shields, all of them brandishing their swords. Persia, Cush, Put will be with them, all with shields and helmets. Also Gomer with all its troops, and Beth Togarmah from far north with its troops, and the many nations with you. Get ready, be prepared, you and all the hordes gathered about you, and take command. This is the Most High talking, also known as HNIC. And take command of them. After many days, you will be called to arms. In the future years, you will invade a land that has recovered from war. Okay? The land is going to recover from the current war. Okay? Whose people were gathered from many nations. You know, we scattered on the four corners, all 12 of us, to the mountains of Israel. We're going to be regathered. It's going to be a high time, which long had been desolate. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. When we go back, the land is going to be empty. It's going to be inhabited by jackals. Okay? When we go back over there, ain't nobody going to be over there fighting. We ain't got to fight our way over there. Okay? The land is going to be already cleared out. Everybody going to be gone. They had been brought from out of the nations, and now all of them live in safety. Okay? You and all your troops and the many nations with you will go up, advancing like a storm. You will be like a cloud covering the land. This is what the sovereign Lord says also to HNIC. On that day, thoughts will come to your mind, and you will devise an evil scheme. You will say, I will invade the land of unwalled villages. I will attack a peaceful and unsuspecting people, all of them living without walls and without gates and bars. I will plunder and loot and turn my hand against the unsettled ruins and the people gathered from the nations, rich in livestock and goods, living in the center of the land. Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of Tarshish and all her villages will say to you, have you come to plunder? Have you gathered the hordes to loot, to carry off silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods and seize much plunder? Therefore, Son of man, prophesy to Gog. He's still talking to Ezekiel. This is what the sovereign Lord says in that day when my people Israel are living in safety. Will you not notice of it? You will come from your place from the far north, and many nations with you, all of them riding on horses, a great horde, a mighty army. You will advance against my people Israel like a cloud that covers the land. In the days to come, Gog, I will bring you against my land, so that the nations may know me when I am proved holy through you before their eyes. This is what the sovereign Lord says, also HNIC. You are the one I spoke of in former days by my servants, the prophets of Israel. At that time, they prophesied for years that I would bring you, I would bring my hot anger against, my hot anger will be aroused, declares the sovereign Lord. I'm going to read that one again. When Gog attacks the land of Israel, my hot anger will be aroused, declared the sovereign Lord. In my zeal and fiery wrath, I will declare that at that time there shall be a great earthquake in the land of Israel. The fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the beasts of the field, and every creature that moves along the ground, and all the people of the face of the earth will tremble at my presence. Why? Because he's the HNIC. You don't want to mess with his people. The mountains will be overturned. The cliffs will crumble, and every wall will fall to the ground. I will summon a sword against Gog on all my mountains, declares the sovereign Lord. Every man's sword will be against his brother. Talking about a civil war, he's going to make y'all kill each other. That's just one thing. I will execute judgment on him with plague and bloodshed. I will pour down torrents of rain, hailstones, and burning sulfur. Okay? Imagine he's going to do all this on him and his troops and on the many nations with him. Too bad. You thought you were going to kill us off again. So now, And so I will show my greatness and my holiness, and I will make myself known in the sight of many nations. Then they will know that I am the Lord. Also, the HNIC. Okay, so they got all this stuff going on, but the people, the land has to be cleared. You know, those are fake Jews anyway. Okay? Yahawashi already said, they say that they're Jews, but no, they're from the synagogue. Who goes to synagogues? They're from the synagogue of Satan. Okay? It is what it is. They're from the synagogue of Satan. Okay? So, this is all I had to say. Okay? So, be ready for the big transportation. Be ready when Yah calls us back to the Holy Land, because don't lose faith, because we are going back to the homeland. It's already been over 400 years, and he said, after 400 years, I will call you back to my land. All right? Much love, 12 brothers. I'm from the USA, as you know, from the tribe of Judah.